apologize. Oh, there we go. Now you see my face. All right, cool. Hope y'all are doing fantastic as so far. Um, we got some things to talk about, obviously. Um, Welcome to the third live stream of the year. I've been. That's the beautiful thing about live streams. You can't edit the mistakes out. Crazy, right? But anyway, we do have a few things to get out there. I am though going to kind of wait just a couple minutes for maybe some other people to come in. I'm not sure, but whenever you do come in, or if you are here, uh, feel free to talk. There's a chat over there, and I believe the chat is somewhere down there. Who knows? And this is the mascot, of course, Crazy J. Yes. Um, Hopefully you all can hear me because earlier today I was on another stream, a different stream, and for some reason, uh, like everything was muted. Like I was muted myself. I could not unmute myself, so I was kind of worried that this would not this wasn't going to happen, but I tested it before I came on, and uh so far it's going good. uh so uh yes, so if you can hear me, great. If you can't hear me, that's not good. But I'm sure right now the audio is fine and dandy. Of course, I'm just saying random things because I'm just kind of waiting a little bit, see if anything pops up, see if anyone pops up or whatnot. Because I do have a couple of important things to talk about. Uh, but I will mention that it is extremely, extremely sad that most recently, uh, Dolly Parton passed away, and now Tim Curry. Dude, what in the world? But as most people know, they all come in threes. I forget who, what the first person's name was, and I'm very sorry about that. If you remember her name, let me know in the comments or in chat or both, just for fun. But may they rest in peace, each and every one of them. Um, so, um, so yeah, I've been doing some other stuff too, obviously playing video games and whatnot, and I've been having fun lately with both Lego Marvel Superheroes and Ultimate Alliance 3, just kind of balancing them out. I don't know why, but for some reason, I just keep replaying Ultimate Alliance 3 over and over again, even though I really wish I had Ultimate Alliance 1. And yes, I know Ultimate Alliance 1 didn't have as many superheroes as 3 does, but the thing of it is that I like the first one better because number one, it was either, well, obviously it was before the MCU, so it always felt like to me that I was actually playing as the superheroes that I would see in the previous older movies: Ghost Rider, Spider Man, the Tobey Maguire, the Goat, um, and Wolverine, Thor. Even though Thor's movie hadn't come out yet, I've seen Ultimate Avengers animated movie, and so I felt like I was playing as him. Why not? And it was before I really knew who uh, really knew Marvel altogether. I was just I think the first Marvel game I ever played was Spider-Man for PS1. And that was the first time I ever saw Venom. That was my introduction to Venom a little bit, and I knew nothing about him, but he looked so awesome to me and hilarious a little bit. Um, but yeah, during the game, they were showing Punisher, Daredevil, Human Torch, Doc Ock. I knew a little bit of him, I guess. Um, and then Venom would mention the Submariner, or uh, and then Carnage was there. So I don't know. There was just, for most of it, I had no clue who most of them were at the time because I was too young, or not that I was too young. I just wasn't really interested, or didn't really get that interest yet. uh, I'm pretty slow at getting interested in something. Like, it took me till maybe a couple years or so ago for me to actually get into Final Fantasy. So that's how slow I am. And yet I would watch my brother play it, and I would get bored as heck and be like, what is the interest in the game? I don't get it. What's so fascinating? I never understood it at the time, but now I do. Yay! And I absolutely loved it. They should have stopped at Final Fantasy IX, though, in my opinion. They should have stopped it. But that's okay. I'm sure there are people that uh, are big fans of Final Fantasy beyond uh, 9, which is okay. That's fine, you know. Um, so yeah. And obviously, well, I'm not going to keep you guys any longer, because obviously we're going to keep the ball rolling for those who probably see this in the future that wasn't here during the live stream. Just going to go ahead and do it. So the first, I have a couple of announcements. The first announcement is for Sonic and Crash. Um, I believe it's going to be a little bit of a documentary, but um, I know it's taking long to. It should have been. I should have had it done maybe a few weeks ago and had it uploaded. But truth be told, it was both life and I got lazy. So speaking of which, Kaufman, how you doing, my man? Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Looking forward to the updates. Thank you very much. Uh, but I was just saying that I know that for my short documentary for Sonic and Crash celebrating their anniversaries hasn't come out yet, and I know I should have, like, weeks ago, but I got lazy, and life is life. So I'm planning on definitely releasing that sometime, maybe the middle of September, maybe. Yeah. Somewhere around there, if life doesn't get too difficult or too aggravated, and I actually, focus. Also, another uh, announcement that I have, and this one was a pretty big one to me, and I thought long and hard about it. Long and hard. Anyway, that next year, for the next season, will be the final season. Uh, Not just of the CRB randomness, but of kind of vlogging in general. And I say that because a few things. Number one is because right now it's getting more difficult to hang out with Brandon and Patrick because they've gotten even more busier, which I knew was going to happen eventually once I moved out of Columbus. But in all honesty, it didn't last, or it didn't happen right off the bat. We had quite a few more years with hanging out with each other, making vlogs and stuff. So I was surprised. But now it's gotten way more difficult uh, to do so. And also, uh, yeah, sorry about that. Um, the other reason is because obviously we've been repetitive a little bit, probably since last season or the year before that. I've looked back and realized we've gotten pretty repetitive, and it's gotten kind of really dull, So there's that one too, and um, also the last one I think is that I kind of want to spread my wings in a way and just actually make short films. Um, because that was actually what I've always wanted to do right when I started this channel is uh, do short films from the beginning. But I never did because I didn't have the stuff, the pro stuff or anything like certain cameras, or I didn't have very many people like at all. And so I had no choice but to do vlogs. And thinking back now, it's like, yeah, you could have done some short films, which I've had done some short films. And those short films should be in the short films category that I have here on the YouTube channel. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and do so. Uh, I tried my best on most of them. But I wanted to do actual short films, not of like documentaries or road trips or anything, but I mean like just stories, man. Just news stories. I even have one already in mind, but I'm not going to say what that's about because I don't want to get ahead of myself and end up saying, well, it didn't turn out like I really wanted it to. So, uh, even though I still don't have a lot of people still, uh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do short films, at least the short films that I can do by myself. Uh, it's fine doing that. Um, but yeah, I just kind of want to do short films, and I've wanted to do other things too, but I wouldn't really know how to do them per se. Um, I only, hmm, I've already done one thing that is completely different, and it's kind of up and down, kind of a love hate kind of thing relationship with it. I love to do it, but then not getting as many views is something I hate, and it shouldn't really matter about the views to me, really. Um, I should just do it, keep going, and eventually it will happen. As a wise man once said, yes, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Come on now. Um, but there's a couple of things I want to do, but obviously I'll probably need just a little bit of help making sure if I can do it, if it's possible to do it or not. Um, so, but also, hold that thought. drinking lemonade. I mean, lemonade, but it's sparkling ice. It's good stuff, man. You should try it, man. Stuff is good. Um, but anyway, um, but yeah, just had a few thoughts. It could be possible. It can be possible to do. I'll just probably have to do it in my own way. It may not be professional because I'm not a professional. I'm like a nerd. I had to say that because I love Star Wars, amongst other things like Marvel comics and all that stuff, and video games, as we spoke. Um, uh, that is true. That is true. That is true. I do need to focus on the stories I want to tell. Thank you very much. Which I will be focusing on that, and I'm not going to worry about the views. Whatever happens, happens. Um, I just want to, get the stories out there. And the story that I'm thinking of is actually, I've never thought of it before uh, for the many years that I have lived. Never really thought of it. It just came to my mind. I think yesterday it did. So I've been getting on YouTube and making sure and kind of researching on like making sure I do some of the filming correctly and stuff like that. Because again, I'm no pro, and as as much as I try to get like apps for like making it look pro, I'm not a pro. You know, um, just like I am not really a pro at teaching how to write books. I'm not, never will be, but that's okay. That is okay. The only pro I am about books is creating them. Um, well, actually, that's probably not a pro thing to do, but imagination. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Imagination is my pro. That's what it is. Pro is my imagination. I'm really good at coming up with things, sometimes on the spot. It's like, okay, I know the story I want to tell. How do we do it? That's as far as I can get. I can see how the story goes, how it plays out, but it's how to do it from there, you know? Which I'm sure we've all done that, not with just maybe short films, but with music, making music, writing books, um, doing acting, maybe. Uh, it's just one of those you learn as you go. While you're doing whatever it is you're doing, you learn as you go. You either learn from your mistakes, like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done. I'll remember not to do that next time. You learn. That's the beauty of this. You learn. Learning is fun, even if you're not in school anymore. I don't think you have to worry about your ABCs, though. Actually, yeah, you do. If you want to make words, you gotta remember your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s and your do re mi's. And I got nothing to rhyme with that. I got nothing. Yeah. But yeah, that is what is happening. So yes, next year for the season, next season will be the last one. Kind of stinks though, because I have had a lot of fun doing it over the years. Um, and if you put the first 3 seasons of the original vlogs that we did, crazy vlogs, season 1 to 3, if you put them and add it to crazy randomness, um, and you put those seasons together, then next year would be like the 10th season. Because I remember between season 3 of Crazy Vlogs and doing Crazy Randomness, there was that year gap of like I think it was that I didn't, excuse me, I didn't really feel like it. Really didn't. I didn't feel like uh, making any vlogs or anything. So I think I took that year-long break, and then I came back and was like, okay, we're gonna start fresh. We're gonna start new. We're gonna start with something just chicken scratch, or however you say it. We're just gonna wipe the slate clean, start with something new a little bit. So always get to learn from every video you make. That is true. Right now is my third attempt in the past 10 to 15 years. Holy crap. I didn't know that was your third attempt. I thought that was your second. Growing a YouTube channel and community. Thank you very much, Kaufman. Thank you. I didn't know it was your third. I only thought it was your second. I learn something new every day. And where I'm from, every night. You know? That's another beautiful thing. You learn something new. Even if you think you got something down pat, you learn something new. You know? And knowing by the look of the chat, I suppose that you can actually finally hear me, Kaufman. I don't know what the heck happened on your stream, dude. I have no idea. But I even tested YouTube itself on like some random video, and sure enough, boom, there comes the sound. I was like, okay, it's back. Thanks. Great. So I don't know what's happened, but hopefully, as I explained earlier, that everything was muted. You know, even I myself was muted, stuff like that. Hopefully that won't happen. I don't know, but we'll see. If it does, I won't know what else to do except be a mime. I could be a mime. There we go. There's a new transformation. Crazy the mime. Yes, there you go. If it doesn't work and I'm still muted, Crazy the mime. There you go. Beautiful. Crazy the mime with Larry. Yes. Boom. See what I'm talking about? You come up with ideas that quick. At least I can. I don't know. But there you go. Crazy the mime. We'll see what happens on that one. Probably. That's, and I even, and at first I thought it was gonna be this studio. Yes, I'm still using the old one, you know, because you know I'm not pro, but that's okay. StreamYard. And when I first got back on it before the stream started, everything was muted. The camera was off and the speaker was muted. And I was like, oh no, is this really happening to my computer in general? But it was like, would you want to allow your camera? It's like, oh, okay, we're good. Accept. And then there you go. I'm slow. I'm slow at a lot of stuff. But you know what, Kaufman, since you're here, might as well say something. And for those who watch this in the future, I'll tell you one of the other ideas I had. But I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Because again, I'm not a pro. Maybe I'll do it in my own way. I'm not sure. But I was thinking also in the future of doing other live streams besides this one of books. Now, it wouldn't be about like teaching how to write. I'll leave that to Kaufman, the Dragon Warrior. Yes, I'll leave that to him and others that are on his channel. Seriously, visit it. That channel is awesome. Do it. Do it. It's right now. Do it right now. Or later. Or now. But anyway, mostly thinking of, since I can't really teach. It'd probably mostly be just having a part where you write a little bit, and then maybe on days I'd probably read part of my book, see what everybody thinks about it, and maybe sometimes if somebody else wants to read a little bit of their book, I'd let them do it. I don't know, just something I thought of. There was a lot of thoughts going on this week so far, and it all started Monday. My brain goes everywhere sometimes. It really does. I hope it would. I hope I don't get too stressed on it. It would be fun. And I don't think I'd want to make a new channel for it, per se. I think I'll stick with this channel and do it. Because I've already made a completely different channel at the long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You are welcome. I had made a different channel, but nothing was ever done to it. It was I think it was BTS, and I forget what it stands for. I really do, because again, it was a long time ago, and it would just sit there, just blank, no, nothing. Would never have add any videos to it or anything. But now I've done a different one, and I've kind of, in a way, replaced the BTS. Dang, I forget what I called it actually. Patrick would know because I made that channel for him specifically because I think he wanted to do his own channel, so I made this one for him specifically, but nothing was ever done of it. But I did make a channel, and it was called Angel. Yes, I know Angel is like it's begun to get kind of a cliche word this time with the book Angel. Apparently I'm obsessed with that word, with that name. Something I have no idea, dude. Apparently I'm obsessed with it, like, or just too lazy to come up with a completely different name other than Angel, you know. What can you do? But it was basically I made that channel um just for kind of reading the Bible a little bit, and explain some things like lessons and whatnot. Um, and so far it's been kind of not great, so I don't know about that one. So that's that one. And but yeah, uh, I don't think I'm gonna make another channel like based on books or anything. I'm just gonna keep it all here and just kind of make a show within in here of streams. And if I can figure out how I forget what I was gonna say, but I'd be streaming more than I do now, because so far it's been once a year. This is the third year in a row that I've done it. And 3 is my favorite number. Yeah. Yeah. I'll explain that in a little bit, but um, that would probably allow me to stream more, and maybe I'd stream more not for just the books, but for this as well, for this kind of stuff of just rambling on, talking random, and just chilling with people. Because granted, at the time I thought that the stream CRB live would be a 1 year thing, like like Super Bowl or WrestleMania or something like. it's an annual thing, but I think along the way, I think things are about to change. Basically, probably starting after next year. Don't know that the season will be over. We will say goodbye like this, goodbye, but with more emotion, maybe. I don't know. Probably because, again, I have done this for 10 years, even though there was that year long gap. I've done it for 10 years. So it's kind of a big thing because I didn't think it was going to end until, or I planned on still doing CRB randomness until after I did um, Star Wars Episode 9, and then it would be the last season. I thought I could make it last that long, but obviously times have changed, and I can see that we're being repetitive. Um, oh, oh, is that it? That's crazy. Yes, you are correct, sir. But luckily, the start of next season, um, of the final season, will start off with the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. Do you feel old? Actually, I'm not 50, so what am I complaining about? Actually, I still feel old. 50 years. 50 years, if I have that correctly. Wait, hold on. I'm sure this is going to be another mistake, but I think it may have been longer than other 50. I want to say it's been 50 years. I'm cheating. Let's see. Nope, 50 years. I have it right on my calculator. 50 years. So yeah, there you go. That'll be the good start for the last season. And don't worry, I'm still gonna do the Star Wars. Still gonna do it. Um I'm not gonna just stop because the uh the vlogs have stopped. I'm still gonna do those as well. So no worries there. I think always the planning of those always uh seems to stop me. Like when the month, usually it's the month of May that we start. I don't know. But it's like when those come, it's like, oh yeah, I gotta start doing that. And then while I'm doing like maybe a stop motion, uh, or whatever, which the past two times have been stop motions, and episode 1 was just showing how much I've collected Star Wars. So if you haven't seen that, it's in there in the short films category. Look it up. I'm sure you have a long way to catch up. But so that one, I'll admit, looking back on that one, it was kind of like, why did I call it or consider it as episode 1 if when I did episode 2 and 3 there was actual stories, not great stories, but stories itself. Both were stop motion. That took forever. Oh, the stop motion, they take forever, and yet I did them anyway because it was Lego, man. I like Lego. I can't help it. Dude, I just thought of something. If there was like maybe a mod or something for your live streams or for mine, that could transform the screen into Legos. We'd all be Lego people. Yes. Boom. Lego people. Welcome to the Lego of Awesomeness stream. Dude, that'd be great. Dude, that'd be awesome. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do for the fourth one. It might just be another stop motion. I know it's frustrating to do stop motion, and it takes a long time and a lot of patience to do. This is true. But I, for some reason, can't help but do it anyway, because it's like doing my own Lego film. You know, I like Lego, you know? That would be awesome. Dragon Kaufman. Yes. I think there was, I don't know if it was a toy or something you make, or what are they called? I think 3D printer of it. I don't know, but it was a dragon, like a little dragon that could fit in your hand, and could put it like maybe on your shoulder, as if it was just slumping on your shoulder, like, hey, what's up? It was really cool. I don't know where I saw that though, but it was so cool. Either it was from a 3D printer or a flea market or something. I don't know. But maybe you could do that. If you can find one, and if they will answer, then you might call the Dragon Team. Okay, no, sorry. Spaced out there. But if you can get one, that could be your mascot, man. Little dragon right there. Little hanging out dragon. What's his name? I don't know. Only you would. He's your dragon. Just saying. But I will say the short film that I'm thinking of will be a bit. Hopefully, I can do it. Will be a bit scary. It'll be a horror film. Wow, I actually somewhat said that. I'm not good at saying that word, horror. It always sounds like I'm saying it's a film. Seriously, say it like that. So I just say scary movie. But because like I've told you, Kaufman, before, and like I will probably tell everyone here now, is that I like the darkness. Yes, I've always been attracted to dark things. I don't know why, and yet I'm not like, you know. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, so I'm like on stream and stuff. Life is so good. Life is so hard though, I'm not like that. I'm this here. And yet I'm into that stuff there. Explain it, my friend. Explain it if you dare. I don't know why. But I don't mind, other kind of stuff like Pirates of the Caribbean, the Marvel superhero movies. They're all up there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Scooby Doo. You name it, I might like it. And like Disney films of like a long time, like back in the 30s, man. I believe I have Snow White, the original Snow White. I think that was their first animated film. I don't know. But if you know, let me know. Or I could just, do a thing called Look It Up. Ever think of that? But yeah. Also, real quick, um, for those who uh, were on Kaufman's stream and I was there and stuff, who do not know, I did finish the book. Uh, I just need to. I let everyone know on Inkit, that is where you will find my books, is on Inkit. I will put a description about it down below after all this is said and done. But I told them that pretty soon because the book I just got finished with was the Raziel Chronicles, and originally they were separated. Like there were 3 books, like a trilogy of books. But I put them all into one book, and so I'm thinking I'll after rereading it and making sure everything's okay, I've even told them that eventually I will delete those 3 books and add this one book into it because it has more stuff added to it. More, I don't know the word. Details. There we go. More details that I didn't add before, and it's written better than I did a long time ago. Well, I shouldn't say a long time ago. It's been about a couple years actually, because Inkit has changed their I don't know if you UI or whatever. I'm not tech person. I'm not a technology person, so I sound like an old man. You know, this thing over here, that their finger there, that button. Uh, they changed their little menus, and it actually shows how many words are in a book. And by my count, if I am correct, adding all the words I have on those 3 books, and I have done, I want to say, a little bit more than 13,000 words in those 3 books. Put them together, and you add the more details in this book. If you put them together and add more of the details, it could be more of the thousands. So that's how much I have on there. By the way, I was able to look them up and use, well, not really my calculator. I just kind of used my mind, kind of added them, and it was about over 13 to 15,000 words. So would that be high enough? Or is it still, I mean, I'm not saying, I guess I gotta put more into it if I want to make it big. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, where does that come to in the uh, the category? What category does that land into, per se? So it could, this book could be about, I'd have to, after publishing it on Inkit, and it shows me how many words there are in it. I want to say it'll be around 14 or 15,000 words, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. So that'll be interesting. And then I had the idea of maybe taking the Raziel Chronicles book and actually, I don't know if you, I think it's called publishing it on Amazon, actually having it for sale. If like you did, Kaufman, for the Scarecrow, the last Scarecrow. Sorry, um, I'm wanting to put it on Amazon and spread it a bit more than just ink it. So just need to know how to do it. Um, and if I need, I think I'll need um, maybe a different app to take all the words I've put on that book and put them here so I can take all of it, send it to Amazon for them to make an actual book out of all those words. Or I just don't know what the heck I'm talking about, which is 99.9%. I'm weird. So yeah, there's some stuff happened. So and in case you weren't here when I talked about it earlier, just saying that it's crazy how both Dolly Parton and Tim Curry have just passed away. Dude, how? And that most people say, hey, it comes in threes. Which again, I will say or ask that if you know who, because I forget her name, the first person before Dolly who it was that passed away before Dolly Parton. If you know the name of that person, let me know. Or again, I could just look it up. But hey, I like to talk to the peeps every now and then. Let them do some homework. As long as I can turn it in eventually. And not say their dog ate it. Because that would be a lie. Because, it's on the internet. It's not actual paper. I never told, I don't think I ever told that to my teachers. Oh, my dog ate it. Yep, my dog ate it, so I couldn't do my homework. My dog ate it. Oopsie. I don't think I ever did that. But, excuse me. So, yeah. First off, if you are just joining us, hopefully everyone is doing okay. Hope all is well. How are you? How am I? I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. And obviously for those watching in the future, hello, future people. Hello. Sorry you missed the stream. I'm sorry. I think I realized that I forgot to say on my Facebook page that I was streaming tonight. So that was a big oopsie on my part. I guess I was so focused on what was going on in my life that I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to do that. Well, son of a gun. I mean, I could do it now, but I don't know. Let's see. I think we should have a question of the day, maybe. Get some other people thinking. Okay, maybe not too hard on the thinking. I don't like thinking too hard. Let's see. Okay, maybe a couple questions. We'll do with this one. First question. What, for the future, obviously, what short films are you hoping that I might do for the future? There's your first question. Second question. Since I've talked about Marvel recently, kind of a lot, I would say for those who know Marvel, who've seen the old movies and stuff, you can either talk about the old original movies or it can be the MCU. What has been your what's your favorite Marvel movie? You can at least pick your top three. Your top three, which is difficult enough because there's a lot of them that I quite enjoy a lot, very much so. Hmm, that's a difficult question. Or maybe not that question. Maybe it can be, what's your favorite type of movie? Do you like scary movies? Do you like funny movies? Rom coms? Romantic ones? I'd like to know more about you. I've always wanted to know more about you. It's okay to get to know more about each other. Me and the fans, you guys. It's okay to know about you guys too. We're family here, man. Crazy, but we're family. Cause when you're no, I can't say that. That's Olive Garden. Ooh, when you're here, you're crazy. You're crazy for coming, but we like you anyway. Also, I forgot to mention that uh, recently, I think this was maybe a week ago, maybe not. But anyway, uh, that after 10 years, we finally reached 20 subscribers. Yes, I know it's probably to a lot of you. It's uh, like 20 subscribers ain't nothing, but well, to me, when you've been here for 10 years and there's that 18 to 19 subscribers kind of stuck there for 10 years, it's kind of a nice change. It is really nice. So, whoever is the 20th one, thank you very much. And if you like these videos and if you like the live stuff, subscribe. I'd appreciate it very much. Uh, ooh, Doctor Strange. I like Doctor Strange. Appreciate it. I will do my best on the writing videos. Um, because like I said, it definitely won't be like it'll be more of like, hey, what are you writing? Where are you in your books? How is your writing? Is it good? Is it going good? If not, it's okay. You gotta keep chugging along. Uh, and maybe I might do maybe a few uh, maybe a few sprints. I don't know, or maybe just talk about books in general. Of what kind of books do you like to write? What kind of books do you like to read? Uh, and like I said, I'd probably have a special day where I read part of a book that I've written. I don't know. Uh, Doctor Strange for the winner. Okay. Like both Doctor Strange movies or just one of them? I think for me, it would be Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And neck with that would be Venom. I've always been a huge fan of Venom. Like, my gosh. Even when I was a kid and I first played, uh, like I said before earlier in the stream, when I first played the Spider-Man for PS1, that was the first time I'd ever seen Venom, and he was awesome, you know. And then nowadays, come on with the trilogy. They had Spider-Man 3, and it's like, oh, that's awesome. And now I've played games where I can be Venom, and it's like, beautiful. This is beautiful. I love it. What can I say? I like the darkness, okay? Jeez. I've always said that though, but jeez. I've also, think it was, speaking of the darkness, or scary movies, or however, I think it was last Christmas. I got the Universal movies. Like, we're talking the old original ones. You know, Dracula, Frankenstein, The Mummy Returns. I think that's what it's called. The Wolf Man, The Invisible Man. We're talking the old classic ones. I have all of them in like a big fat thing. So it's like, it's beautiful. I've watched about every single one of them when I first got them. It took me a few days to watch them all. You know, and I don't know. There was just something about when I first saw Dracula. There was just something about it that I didn't go like, yeah, this is boring. I understand why, people liked it at the time, but boy, this is boring. No, that wasn't me. There was just something about it that I was like, dude, I like this, man. This is awesome. I didn't think I would. I didn't think I'd like it. I didn't think I'd like any of them. Well, I mean, there is a couple that I don't like, but I mean, in general, when I first saw Dracula and stuff, I didn't think I'd like it, but I do. I really do. In fact, gonna back everybody up here. Let me see if I can go find it. Oh, there we go. This right here. Oh, there we go. This. Classic Monsters. It's awesome. Frankenstein, wife, or girlfriend of Frankenstein? What is it? Bride of Frankenstein. Excuse me. Visible Man, The Mummy. It's got all. It's awesome. It's awesome. So, yeah, it's a that's your big boy right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, never thought I'd be into it because black and white and everything, except one of them. Which one is it that's actually in color? I think it's like the only one that's in color. I think it's Phantom of the Opera is the only one that's in color. Otherwise, I think the rest of it is in black and white. So, and by the sounds of my window, and if you can hear it, it'd be raining right now. Little raindrops. Drip, 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 drip. Hitting the roof. I don't know about you, but it feels like nearly, I think, all of August has been nothing but on and off rain, as if it was April. Am I wrong on that? For those who have had rain, am I wrong about that? Is it just me? I don't know. I think this is the first rain we've had in maybe a couple weeks. maybe a little more. It just feels like longer. But yeah, it's raining now. Yay. Hopefully it won't be too bad enough that the power goes out or that we lose Wi-Fi or anything like that. That'd be a no-no. But for those who are out driving, I don't know why you'd be watching this driving. That's a no-no. How dare you? Don't focus on me. Focus on the road. What, you crazy? Psh. How about we wait till you get home? How about that? How long is it gonna take? Okay, let's wait. Let's wait right now. Actually, no, that'd take too long. But hopefully all those that are out on the road, I hope you are all safe and sound. And a bunch of stuff. I may let this go for maybe a couple more minutes and then I will end the stream. Not sure. We'll just see what happens. But already I'm running out of things to say because we've already talked about how it's sad that Dolly Parton and Tim Curry passed away. Talked about how the Sonic and Crash should be out sometime next month. Next month is September. So I'm thinking the middle of that. Because I have all the little clips of the games. I have them all. I just need to do like the voiceover and edit the pieces together. That's all I gotta do. That's literally all I gotta do with that. And then we also said that next year will be the final season of vlogging. I'll just call it vlogging in general, at least for a while. If life starts to pick up again, I start to hang out with friends more, or end up moving back to my hometown, then I might do vlogs again. But I think till then, I'm gonna take a pretty big break from those so I can focus on all the other stuff, short films, a possible writing streams, among other things. So I think for the writing streams, I'll need to know what day is a good day to do it. Maybe not on Wednesdays, because another friend, she has her stuff like right after Kaufman's on Discord. I don't want to steal that position, because who knows if she'll smite me. That would hurt. But thinking Monday or Tuesdays or Thursdays or Fridays. I can't do weekends of anything anymore. Weekends are always the busiest for me and the fam. They're always the busiest. So I can't really do much of anything during the weekends. And right now, for my personal life, I'm starting, or at least trying to, get things either back in control or back in line, because there are just some things I need to do, which is another reason why next season will be the last season, so I can focus more on, not only, the short films and stuff like that, but on life in general, to hopefully, pick up speed or, make it better. I mean, I got a pretty good life, no doubt about it. I just miss where all my friends are. Yeah. But other than that, I have some other stuff that I need to focus on. And lately I've felt like something has taken me through a different path than where I have been going for quite a while. And it's in a good way. So we shall see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know. So it will be very interesting. So hopefully after a while I may be black with vlogs. Black with vlogs. Yep. Back with vlogs. Probably in a couple years from now, maybe 3. I don't know. Whatever life throws my way. So, yeah. And for that, I think I'm going to end the stream for tonight. I know it feels like it's been a little short, and it does feel a little short, but after a while, I start to run out of things to say, and they just sound gibberish. So, thank you for those who stuck around and chatted. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, say so in the comments. There's the subscribe button with the little bell. You could say it's Taco Bell. I don't know. Who knows? I like Taco Bell. Anyway, before I start rambling again, it was fun. I hope you have a wonderful night or a wonderful day, whatever time you watch this. And for the future people, I hope you enjoyed this as well. Thank you. And I will see you all next year. And once again, remember that Sonic and Crash will be, or at least should be, going this September, sometime this September. But other than that, I will see you guys next year for the big final, season. So stay awesome. Yeah.